Every day, we pay a hidden penalty just to get our work done. It is the energy cost of jumping from a chat window over to a spreadsheet and back to an email draft to handle repetitive tasks. This exhaustion is known as the toggle tax. To eliminate that tax, we have Google Workspace Studio. This is a secure, code-free environment that automates the thinking behind those repetitive workflows, right inside the tools you already use. In the past, employees tried to solve this by pasting company data into external AI tools on their personal accounts. That practice, called shadow IT, exposes sensitive corporate information to severe security risks. We are going to build a secure alternative today. We will create an urgent communications responder, an automated agent that watches for a siren emoji in chat, figures out what the issue is, and writes a draft response for you. Moving these manual responses to a secure agent ensures that as we automate, we keep every piece of sensitive data within our controlled environment, avoiding the risks of external tools. Let's open up the Workspace Studio canvas. Every flow begins with what we call a starter. Think of this as the agent's ears, an event listener that waits in the background for a specific signal. This diagram outlines a critical architectural constraint. A flow currently supports exactly one starter. That starter serves as the single definitive point of entry for the entire downstream process. For our agent, we will set this starter to listen for a new message in Google Chat. Then we apply a filter so it only triggers when a colleague includes the siren emoji. Once the ears hear the signal, we move to the steps phase. This is where we give the agent a brain. Instead of rigid if-then rules that break easily, we use Gemini-powered AI modules to process the messy reality of human communication. We will add an extract step first. This skill reads through a chaotic, unstructured chat message and pulls out the exact actionable details we need, like a vendor name or an invoice number. Next, we add a decide step. This module uses probabilistic logic to act like a triage manager. It looks at those extracted details and determines which department actually needs to handle the issue. By linking a chat starter to these reasoning steps, the flow becomes more than just a notification. It gains the ability to sort through varied requests and prepare the right information for the next phase. To connect the ears to the brain, we use variables. Variables act as the invisible data pipeline. They carry vital metadata, like the sender's name, the subject, and the extracted issues, from our starter straight through to our reasoning steps. There is a common trap here. The number one reason a flow fails is a data type mismatch within this pipeline. In this data pipeline, you cannot push a complex file object into a text field. The system rejects it, breaking the flow. Instead, map specific attributes like file link or file name to keep the pipeline intact to the end. Now that our data is flowing correctly, we give the agent its hands by adding an action step. We will select the Create Gmail Draft action. At this stage, it is normal to worry about an automated system writing and sending incorrect emails on your behalf. That is why we enforce a draft-only methodology. The AI does the heavy lifting of gathering context and writing the response, but it only creates a draft. You retain absolute control over hitting send. When you combine technical precision in the pipeline with human oversight at the final step, you create a system where the agent handles the grunt work while you remain the final filter. Let's run a live test. We will split the screen here to watch the whole process. On the left, we will trigger the flow by dropping a mock emergency message into our corporate Google Chat space. We will type, "Urgency, the vendor portal is down and I cannot process invoice number 442. Instantly, look at the result on the right. A fully formatted draft email materializes in the Gmail inbox. The agent extracted the invoice issue, decided it was a technical problem, and correctly routed the draft to the IT department. This entire sequence, detecting the alarm, reasoning through the problem, and drafting the solution, happened securely. No company data ever left the Google compliance boundary. Now it is your turn. Identify one repetitive daily task of your own, select your starter, and build your first draft-only flow to start automating your routine.